Alright, so continuing on here, we'll go around the bend of the bar. And we have bar stools here at the bar with shit all over them over there. But anyway, we got my Leonardo statue from Ninja Turtles in the comic. There's my water bottle. This is pretty interesting. It's candy. What it is it's a fake coffee bean, but really it's coffee, pieces of coffee beans mixed in with chocolate. So it's pretty good. It's very highly caffeinated. Take a couple of those, you'll get a nice shot. Here's another plug for Sanchi.com. They gave me so many goddamn business cards. I just leave them here. This is the Lego artwork made by what's his name? Block Sprites. It's a guy that I met at the Too Many Games gaming convention. Made that for me. This is a statue of a Heavy from Team Fortress 2. This is the blue edition. They also have a red edition. And I believe that you can get that at GameFreaks.com, I believe is where I got that from. This is my Cole McGrath mini statue from the collector's edition of Infamous 2. This is my Duke Nukem mini bust from the collector's edition of Duke Nukem Forever. This is a very cool light-up statue of War and Ruin, his horse, from Darksiders. And the funny story, this statue originally was advertised when you bought Darksiders in January of 2010, and there was a coupon inside for 15% off if you pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered the damn thing. It didn't come out until, I'm not even kidding you, last week. So it took over a year and a half for them to sculpt and complete this sculpture, and that's why it's kind of weird that, you know, now it's out. But I think it's fucking amazing. The glowing and everything, it looks really dope. So next we have Peanuts. Isn't that thrilling? And phone books, The Rock, an American flag, spare changes over there in that Bailey's container. We got my Guile statue sitting there. In front on these bar stools, we got various bags that I take to tournaments. This one actually has my dual mod joystick inside of it and some other odds and ends inside of it. I think there's a copy of Marvel 3 in there and stuff from my camera. Behind there is a Low Pro messenger bag that I used to bring me to work at my old job. I used to bring my laptop in it. Behind there, just a bunch of DVD racks with DVDs in them. Down there is my collector's edition Infamous 2 messenger bag, which is the replica of the bag that Cole actually has in the game. And just various shit on the floor down there, bags for my tripod and stuff. There's my tripod. Up here, this is a poster from Level Up Studio, and it is a cool poster of Mario, but instead of Mario, you've got all words inside of it that make up, you know, to kind of describe him, you know, Gorilla Chaser, Turtle Shells, super something something, hero on his mustache. So all kinds of stuff. That's a really neat poster. Here we have my Hulk sculpture, and it's gigantic. It's Hulk coming out of the sky, smashing down, and there's the actual concept art that was made into the Hulk sculpture. It's up there. Also, here we have an electronic picture frame where I have my pictures of my family and such in there. Here is where I keep my PlayStation Sharpshooter, which is a worthless piece of shit that I will probably never use again for another game. The Sharpshooter, that is. I probably will use the PS Move for other games. There's actually the House of the Dead game that came out for Wii is being remade for PlayStation Move later this year, and I'll probably use the PS Move for that. Underneath it is the wireless Tekken 6 joystick that I won at the Too Many Games gaming convention for winning the Marvel 3 tournament, and it's just sitting there because, as you know, wireless joysticks lag, so there's no reason for me to ever use it. It's just kind of sitting there, and maybe one day I'll give it away. Maybe that'll be a giveaway that I do or something. My couch, where I do all my filming, right there. Above the couch, as you are the two pieces of artwork that I got at the Too Many Games gaming convention. This one's by the Square Painter, and this one is, I forget, this is the same woman who painted the Keystone Capers artwork, painted this, and I forget, I think her last name is Dingman, but I forget what her first name is. I guess before we move on, I might as well show you my coffee table here, which is completely messy right now. We got a keyboard from when I was doing stuff on the PC. We've got various game controllers. We got my cell phone blinking because I have a message. Controllers all over the place, a bottle of water, a couple of various games and Blu-ray movies strewn about. This is one of the coolest tables ever made because it actually lifts up. and has storage underneath where I have all kinds of gaming related peripherals and such in there. And it lifts it up so for when I do, if I'm going to eat, I can eat on a table there on the couch. Or this is how I actually record PC gaming, because I have the keyboard and mouse right in front of me, and I have a mini tripod that I put there. So when I record, all I do is I put a tripod on this table and I point the camera straight at my TV, which we'll look at in a little bit. Okay? Oh, moving on. Over here, this is like the junk table. I've got so much stuff on this table. I've got a wireless mouse, the mini tripod that I use when I record PC gaming. By the way, I do have surround sound speakers on the sides of the couch here, just to show you how I get my sound. A nice IKEA catalog, a nice IKEA plug. But under there is my Alienware laptop, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 strategy guide, which I haven't read since the week the game came out, so it's completely worthless. My Halo Reach wireless headset, my Nintendo DS, which is currently still on. This is obviously the She-Hulk, a cool She-Hulk model sitting here. And my flashlight, so if the power goes out, I run over here and I have a heavy-duty flashlight. Behind there, I would really like to show this to you guys because it's a really nice poster. And this is a poster you can get at Level Up Studio. And what it is, it's a sexy poster of Zelda, Princess Peach, and way down there is Samus. I had this hanging on my wall until about 2 hours ago, and I'm not kidding you. The paint on my fucking wall, apparently it's so hot here, okay? The adhesive for one of the things that I used to hang it, all the rest of them are perfectly fine. For whatever reason, the adhesive of this one seeped into the paint, and the paint ripped off the wall, so the painting fell down. Well, not the painting, the poster fell down. So I need to put a new one up, probably above it, and then remount that to my wall. Problem being, though, is that my shoulder's killing me. Right now I actually have a heating pad on my shoulder as I do this because I pinched my nerve again in my neck, I guess. I didn't do anything to do it. It just happened. And it kind of happened in my sleep because I woke up and all of a sudden it hurt. So I'm kind of resting my shoulder right now with this heating pad. So unfortunately I'm not putting that painting up, or that painting, I keep saying painting. I'm not putting that poster up anytime soon. I have to put it up when I feel a little bit better. And look at this mess down here. Look at this. This is a fire hazard waiting to happen, but it's been like this for 1.5 years and haven't had any problems. It's just a whole bunch of cords going into this fucking surge protector, and it's the power cord from my laptop, the power cord from my DS, the power cord for my camera, the power cord for my cell phone, the power cord for the lamp. It's a horrid mess, and I need to clean it up. It's also the power cord for that headset, the wireless headset. Yeah, so here's another chair, whoop-de-doo. Behind there, a bunch of DVDs. Back here we've got, this is an interesting story, a bunch of boxes from all of the joysticks that I have acquired over the years, and I don't necessarily still have all these joysticks, but these are some of the boxes from them. Here's a promotional box from Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 that was stolen from GameStop by a GameStop employee, but I won't mention who it was. In the corner there's a fan that I purchased quite a while ago to put on my ceiling here, so I don't have a fan. But we called 3 electricians trying to get them in here, and they never returned my call. So apparently electricians don't think that installing a fan is a big enough job to even give me the time of day, which is kind of fucked up. So I don't know what's going on with that. We got throw pillows. We've got an Xbox 360 in a bag. We've got a joystick randomly out there. We've got the box from my gaming PC just sitting here. I don't want to throw it out because I know that if I remove the PC, I need this box with the packing to move it, but I have nowhere to put it because it's so gigantic. We've got the box for my projector, the projector that I bought specifically to bring with me to Too Many Games to do the gaming panel. And then it never happened because we sat in 10 hours of traffic, which we didn't expect, and so I have a projector that I've never used, and it's sitting in my closet, and this is the box from it. Isn't that an exciting story? This is just a box of odds and ends parts of joysticks, all kinds of stuff, colored bezels and shit are in there, left over from when we were building joysticks, and we will look to do that eventually again. This, unfortunately, is a sad story, and this is where I'll split the video right after I explain this. Down here you've got 2 Wii joysticks that we never modded, that we will be modding them at some point. This box has more parts in it, but this, I didn't have Mega Man 5, okay? I did a Mega Man Marathon where the whole week all I did was play Mega Man games. And so I needed Mega Man 5. I didn't have it for the NES. Apparently went out of their way to buy the game for me, but unfortunately the game got here too late. I had already gotten it from somewhere else, and so the game shows up in my box. Where do you see this, okay? Look at this. It's completely destroyed. The idiot who sold this to my, and then, you know, subsequently shipped it to me, shipped it in a fucking envelope with no packing whatsoever. So he thought that it was going to get here in one piece in this flimsy fucking USPS envelope, and the thing got completely destroyed. Like, I wouldn't plug this into my, look at this, it's hanging off. I wouldn't put this in my NES. I'd be afraid it would damage it. And it's unfortunate. Listen, you can even hear, you can hear things moving around inside of it. It's unfortunate because this game is rare. I would have loved to, but I'm not going to do it now. It's completely fucking destroyed. So I told them, contact whoever the hell you got this from. Tell them they're an asshole. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're unprofessional and unbusinesslike, that they're trying to ship an NES game in a fucking flimsy cardboard envelope, and they don't think that it's going to get crushed on the way here, and you want a full refund because the product is destroyed. So we'll see what happens with that, and hopefully the kid gets his money back, because I feel real bad about that. Now keep in mind, I never asked him to buy it for me. I never asked anyone to buy it for me. He went out of his way and tried to do a nice thing and be a good Samaritan and donate the game so that I could finish my Mega Man Marathon, and look what happens. Look what he gets for his goodwill. So I did send him a message. Hopefully he'll get it and he'll be able to get his money back for this, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens. This is why I don't buy things on eBay or Amazon that aren't from like a licensed business. I don't buy from individuals because you can get fucked like this, and there's really nothing you can do. I mean, he spent under $100. Amazon ain't going to give a fuck. Amazon's going to say, well, just leave negative feedback. Tough shit. So I feel kind of bad that happened, but we'll continue on with the tour.